Alright, so instead of a MRE with a view, it's a MRE because I'm hungry, and it's just going to be me rambling on. I'm eating alone, so I might as well talk through it. I've got the river behind me, which is pretty cool. I'm at a cool site along the Ozark River Scenic Trail or something like that. I'll post the coordinates here. And it's a campsite near here. It's only $5 a night or free in the off season. But came across this just looking for something, and found it on Overland. Anyway, so I'm starving and I haven't really eaten in a meal today. So this is menu 14. Ratatouille, mixed vegetables, vegetarian. So I've done about 5 or 6 reviews. I've got all 24 of these menus, and now this is the 3rd one in like 6 that's vegetarian. So so far it's 1 and 1. One was okay, one was not. But I'm hungry, and of course when you're in the field, just about anything will taste good. So go ahead and open this, and like I said, it's just going to be me rambling on. Specifically about my overlanding. And here is the inside of the bag. So to start with, got strawberry dairy shake powder. That is actually going to be awesome. I've never had that before. That's going to be really good. Crackers, US MRE spoon, ratatouille, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, and the mixed vegetables, beverage bag. I'm going to have to stop partway through this video and go get my water, and I've actually got something to heat water with this time because my Jeep's right behind me, so that's nice. FRH to heat up the main meal, or other things depending on what else you got. Vanilla pound cake. So the vanilla pound cake and this strawberry dairy powder is gonna be the bomb. Your accessory pack and raisins. And one last thing, for the crackers we've got peanut butter. So this isn't anything spectacular. I've been eating a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because it's easy to transport, other than the other garbage that I eat, including the MREs, but I'll eat it for the sake of the video. And that's everything in the bag. So I'm out here, and I have no service, so I just sent my mom and my girlfriend a GPS signal, or text that tells them the coordinates of where I'm at for tonight. I've been getting service in and out all day, and then I'm finally using my thermocell because mosquitoes aren't too bad around here, but there's no breeze, so I figured I'd give that a shot. It's been bothering me the last few nights, so hopefully that'll do its job. Now I need to go get water. Alright, man, that thermocell, it smells kind of good, but it also, it's very strong, so you have to keep moving it away. So I got the water boiling on the propane tank that I use when I'm overlanding, and making my quick meals. Got the coffee cup finally for an MRE, and let's get going on this FRH. So open that up, open this up. So I've been out, I'd say, for about 3 weeks without being somewhere, like heading to somebody's house or visiting anybody, and it's technically been about a month since I started this, and it's had its ups and downs, but one thing that it definitely isn't is it's definitely not relaxing. And I'll tell you why in a minute, but let me add some water here. So I've been taking a lot of dirt roads that have been interesting, but some of them have been a little bit stressful, just because if I was out going on trails and, you know, four-wheeling and stuff like that, that'd be great, but I'm loaded down with a bunch of stuff. I've already broke a link, sway bar link. That was mostly my fault and from another piece of faulty equipment. But still, it's been interesting to say the least. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, but like at the end of today, where I had to ford some pretty big streams, and then I had to, I came across a huge river that I couldn't cross and had to turn around 3 miles and go back through an area that was just, I mean, it was something that I really didn't want to do today. It was an off-road back country road, and with all the flooding around here, it's just been, you know, having to cross the water and everything. The one part that I went through today, the actual trail was completely buried underwater, and the only reason that I knew to get off where I did when I was in the water was because I was watching my Garmin, my GPS. Other than that, I really wasn't sure where to go once I got into the stream and started driving along the stream. And it wasn't that long, it was pretty short, but I didn't know where I was going. I'm not from this area, so, but just little things like that. I mean, it's fun, but it's not, I wouldn't call it relaxing because of that. And then when I'm not, now don't get me wrong, it's fun. And just because it's not relaxing doesn't mean that it's not something that I wish I was doing. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just a bit more stressed, and I actually talked to my buddy, Super Wheelie Overland, and he said that he comes back from his overland trips pretty stressed because he tries out things that I do, like I do. I mean, I don't stay on just pavement. I go on off the beaten path and go on to roads less traveled. And that's what's fun about it, and that's what makes it overlanding, in my opinion. So, I mean, like I said, it's fun. It's just not stress relieving at all, and it's not. I wouldn't call it relaxing. In a way, it is, but it also isn't. So, in this accessory pack, got chiclets or chiclet-like gum, matches. It's getting dark. I'm gonna have to hurry up. Seasoning blend. I had to add that to the last, or one of the vegetarian meals I had. Type 3 instant coffee. Sugar. Creamer, non-dairy. Iodized salt. Towelettes. And napkins. So we'll go ahead and make the coffee real quick while that's heating up, and then I can try the other stuff and get going on this before it gets too dark. But so I mean, it's been great. It's a little bit different than I expected. I don't really, I mean, the people said I'd get lonely. It's been a month in, and I've still got 6 or 7 months to go, and it is a little bit lonely. You do want to, you know, share everything with people, but I probably wouldn't have tried some of the things that I tried that made the trip and the videos more interesting if I was with somebody, because either they wouldn't want to do it, or I wouldn't want to put them in a position to be stressed out too. So I don't know what I'm doing. I grabbed the salt. Creamer here. And, but by doing the YouTube videos, they take a lot longer. Even for the mediocre editing that I do, they take forever. I mean, even the 10-minute ones take hours. I have to watch each one like 4 times, and I still miss stuff, and then I'm watching it probably a total of 10 times when I'm going through and cutting and editing and everything else and deciding what to keep in and what to take out. And then sometimes I jump ahead, like I'll probably do one on just fording rivers around here, and I don't want to I need all that stuff off my phone, so, and I don't want to put it on my laptop and then put it back on my phone, because I use an app on my phone to do all my editing. And so I need to do that one, and I can schedule it for later, but when I jump around like that, that further complicates things as far as putting the video together and trying to keep track of all the footage, because I use one from an iPhone 7, more footage from an iPhone 5, more footage from a dash cam, and then I've also got footage from my drone. And I finally got my drone up today for one of the first days since I've been on this trip, because it was finally beautiful. I was in an area that I was allowed to do it, and now that I'm talking too much, I probably added way too much water to this, thinking that I'm making morning coffee. I did, so it is watered down, but it's still decent. I like the Type 3. I wish I wouldn't have watered it down, but I can't talk in video and do an MRE, obviously, all at the same time. It just doesn't surprise me. But that is still drinkable, and I will definitely drink that. So just give the raisins a shot here. I'll probably won't even finish these tonight. I'll probably finish these tomorrow. So what I was saying is that the YouTube editing takes so much time that I don't even have time to get bored. Yeah, lost that one. So the raisins are still moist. And this is from the 327th day of 2015. I think. Could be. I'll have to look at the main course and see what that says on it. Now this says 319th day of 13. So, I don't know what year this MRE was, but the raisins are moist. Just like you'd buy in the store. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference if somebody gave you these many-year-old raisins. So I'll finish those later. And then I'll save this for dessert. But I do want to try this out, just because I'm really curious. This is the powder shake. It says you're supposed to add it to the lime. I think that's about it. So hopefully this zips up right. So yeah, all the YouTube editing, that's what I do. I park where I'm at. If I eat something, I'll eat quick. And if not, I'll just crawl in the back and I just start editing. And then, because I hardly get signal anywhere, I will stop 20 times during the day to edit the uploads, get everything right, because you got to set up the monetization, you got to set up the cards, you got to set up the end screens and everything else. So I needed to get all that done. And it's just part of the process. And I mean, I'm doing it for fun. Mine are monetized, but I mean, I'm making a few dollars a day, and that's it. So I mean, it's just purely fun for me. I like sharing what I'm doing. I'm not sharing it with anybody on the road. So, you know, I get to share my videos and see people's comments, and, you know, I've gotten a lot of advice from the comments, which are great. And I'm actually in a couple of weeks going to meet a couple of the people that are subscribed to my channel, and I'm subscribed to theirs, either around the Overland Expo in Arizona or at the Expo. So that's super cool too. So I mean, it's a great distraction to do the YouTube videos. I'll give this a shot. That I could just have like 5 of these and call it dinner. This is awesome. Now I want to go buy some Nesquik. It tastes like, even though you add water to it, it tastes like Nesquik strawberry powdered drink. Just not as thick because you don't add milk. But man, that is really good. All right, so we'll try the crackers real quick. It's getting dark. Try a little bit of everything, and then let's stop hearing my rambling. And so I've got the YouTube stuff going on, and then I keep with touch with people that text me, and so I stop and text them. I'll stop and look at Facebook, stop and look at, you know, Instagram on occasion. I'm not really a big Instagram person. So I mean, all that stuff does keep me busy as well. But man, the days fly by. It has been 3 weeks since I've been on the road. We'll try this separate. I've still got a really good crunch to it. I was gonna look at the date, but there's no point. They're I don't think they're salted, but if they are, it's very, very little. And then the peanut butter, I mean, I got Jif in my vehicle. My girlfriend doesn't do Jif. She knows the difference. I don't know the difference between peanut butters. Pretty much it all tastes the same to me. And that tastes like peanut butter. So, I mean, To me, there's no difference. And again, when you're in the field and you want some peanut butter, it doesn't matter if it's Jif, Skippy, whatever. So I'll finish that too later. I'll go right for the dessert and then the meal. So this is the pound cake. So it's not as moist as pound cake that I've had in MREs, but it's still somewhat moist. And it's got a good density to it, and it's almost like it's crystallized a little bit. Because when you bite down, you can actually feel a little bit of the granular texture. But overall, it is very good, and it's going to be great with that shake. So let's go on to the main course and call it a video. So I'm kind of jumping all over the place here, but I said it's been great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if any of this seems like complaining, I'm not. I'm just talking, and I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I'd much rather be stressed on a country road in Missouri or West Virginia or anywhere else than stressed at work or traveling or anything like that. I mean, I'll take this any day of the week for the rest of my life. But it's just a lot of people think that this is gonna, you know, just gonna be relaxing, and it was supposed to be. I was supposed to stay at places longer than one day, but I can't get out of this go 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 mentality, and that's probably a little bit why I'm stressed too and not relaxed, as I am constantly trying to go somewhere, and I've only spent maybe 2 different times where I have stayed more than 1 night somewhere. And then when I'm doing that, I'm just video editing pretty much. So let me try this. So you can't see it because it's dark, but it kind of looks like, I don't know, what you'd find at canned pasta, kind of. You can see all the steam coming out of the FRH. Because now it's getting hot. This is cold. So this actually has a decent flavor to it. You can taste the pasta. The tomato sauce isn't bad. It definitely needs salt, and I'm going to put that seasoning blend in here. But for not having any meat in it, you can definitely taste, I don't know if it's got green pepper in it or what, but you can taste vegetables. I take that back. That's actually really good. And it's going to be even better with salt and that seasoning blend. Just a little, well, I was going to say a little bit, but that ended up being a lot. And then the seasoning blend, and I know it's getting dark, but anyway, it's been a blast so far. I just need to stay on paved roads, I think, for the next few days, which I will, because I'm going to head into Arkansas tomorrow. I'll be in Texas probably Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. So that's the plan, and then I'm going to stay at my buddy's lake house for 4 or 5 days, I think it is. But there's a couple of areas around there that might be interesting to check out. But one of those days, I've got to do work on the Jeep. I've got to get my oil changed. If I can figure out a way how I'm going to rotate my tires, and I'm going to have my new sway bar links sent to his place so I can put those on too. So let me try this real quick with the seasoning. And somebody else just pulled in. So the seasonings, that makes it really good. The salt, the seasoning, definitely good. So the most towelette is actually moist even after all these years. The last one that I had was completely dry. And yeah, that works well. So other than that, we got the napkins and the gum. I'm not going to try the gum. Besides, it's dark, I can see, and I've rambled on long enough. Leave your comments below, like, subscribe, and talk to you soon. Glad I got here before it got too dark. You get to enjoy it a little bit. That right there is probably the bluest water I've actually seen in the entire time I've been here in Missouri. Everything's been so flooded and so muddy that even at the Blue Spring, which is supposed to have this really deep blue water, it was just all brown. So that's actually really nice to see.